finally taking a fresh air today. Here in Canary Island we got phase 2 and it's quite enjoyable time. Look here, it's quite wonderful, right? I've been thinking and I wanna shoot this video today because do you have any idea of what we have been deprived of? I don't know if we really can have a clear idea of what we have deprived of. I was thinking over the last 3-4 days, and today is a really quite enjoyable day. People just on the street with social distance, with masks, as you can see. Now talk with you, I think is much better. Take out a bit, but when I want to talk with you today, it's do you promote self-talk? I mean, do you have this needed coming out, talking with yourself, talking with your inner self, and seeing what we need, what you need profoundly, because this time was really hard. Maybe you are in a space in which you can't get out yet, but I think is getting closer. But anyway, it's quite understandable that we need to talk with ourselves, and we need to listen to ourselves, to our inner self, our inner desire. What you want to do in the 2 years from now, for example, you have a clear idea. Now that we got this tough time, unpredictable time, this pandemic time, it's coming out for me the needed to understand where we want we to go. For example, I can understand also it could be difficult, a little bit difficult if you're not living alone. For example, if you live with your partner, or if you have a family with you, for example, children, and it's quite difficult to get space for yourself, maybe if you are still in lockdown. But try to understand that it's now the most important thing to do is to talk to yourself and decide what you want to do 2 years from now, 5 years from now, because freedom is the most important thing we need to enjoy as a citizen of the world. But also we need to respect this world, and we need to take care of this world. Otherwise, nature, I want to talk about nature. Nature will knock the door and will say to us, look, there is something that is going wrong. Set yourself on the right road. And thinking about myself, I have this needed. I have this needed. Maybe I cannot understand much more in depth yours if you are locked down with your family or children, with all respect. But you should think that also I have my life. I got my big package, and now I have It's almost turning 16. I have a daughter that is getting closer to turn 16 years old, and she is living with her mother in Italy, and it's quite difficult for me to manage anyway this time, this relation with my daughter. Maybe you can't understand in depth myself because you are living with your children, but anyway, we are in the same frequency when we talk about freedom, when we talk about inner desire, what we want to achieve in life. It's time to decide clearly. It's time to say enough is enough. It's time to raise our awareness about the world we are surrounded by, nature we are surrounded by, and raise, maybe it's not your case, raise the respect of our environment much more, raise the desire much more of our freedom. So we need to understand in which way we can reach the freedom that we have been deprived of in this time, in this awful time. It was just a thinking. It's almost 7 minutes. It was just a reflection that I think is coming out for you also. This talk with your inner self, and maybe it's time to write down on a piece of paper your desire, your goal, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, because writing down is a word expressed and written down is the most powerful expression of energy that we can set and fix. So maybe it's really important to sit down and write on a piece of paper our goal, our desire, and maybe in the nearest future set a kind of a plan to reach. I have my plan. I've written down my plan. I have a clear idea when I want to go, and where, when, and how. And we need just to set a method, a clear method, clear plan to reach the goal. But first and foremost, we need to have a clear goal where we want to go. Just the previous video, the last video published, was talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey, and one of these was having a clear idea where we want to go, a clear goal, and then set a plan for reach it. And also we should understand that we need is passing by, just having a look, of course, police authority, and it's quite shameful to let life pass by and pass with that kind of passiveness. We can let life flow and remain stand with a passive behavioral attitude. Passiveness it's gonna kill us. We have to become proactive. Proactivity is another lesson learned from the 7 habits by Stephen Covey. Maybe I think I'm gonna, at the end of this video, I'm gonna link you up this video. It's quite important to listen to it also, to watch to it also. So I'm going to invite you to promote your inner talk, to write down your deepest desire, and start to understand the plan in which way you want to achieve this goal 2 years from now, maybe 5 years from now, because we have been deprived of the first and most important aspect of this life, freedom. And I think freedom is what we have to reach for and daily. So if you enjoy this video, thumbs up, share this video with your friend, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about. Let me know your reflection. Maybe we can talk together. I can face your reflection on another video. Maybe, who knows? But I invite you also, if you think I think it's really important to share opinion. It's really important. I'm sharing mine, and I've been grateful to listen, to hear from yours. So from this quite wonderful place and square from Santa Cruz today, I say you hello. See you on the next one. Thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye for now.